Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, where there's a school that's known to all. Its specialty is winning. Boy, do they hope the Spartans play good ball. East Lansing ready for this showdown in homestanding Michigan State. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Foster. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Michigan State's return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Right back to the well. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Offense will go to work for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing at guys with it.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
It's complete on the right side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Childs. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. When you drop dimes like that, you're right. There is a school that's known to all, and it's on the banks of the Red Cedar.
And that will get Kirk Cousins breaking out the bling-bling and doing the dances. But I'll tell you what, when they can find a guy that can continue to make plays off of play action and be that game manager, I think Michigan State can have a great season.
The Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up. On the move, it's Carter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Foster. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. And if he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Back to throw, it's Childs. It's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Spartans with the 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone, but he was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down inbounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around, but I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all of the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Now the play fake. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll try to pop the draw. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice gain to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Wide out in motion. They'll give it to Johnson. Able to get one down to the 15. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Scanning the field, it's Mertz. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Florida! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Maurice. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They'll run play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Foster. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He's got it down the middle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught him and getting him on the ground.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. The play action fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Back to pass, it's Mertz. Got his man quickly. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
The Gators are rolling down the field. The handoff to Johnson. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just...
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Badger. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Gators!
Florida, number 3, with the catch in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got a wide open receiver. At midfield, he's got room. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, how about that play? The big fella, one of the biggest guys, the biggest receivers on the field, right down the middle of the field, wide open. You could definitely tell the defense busted on that one.
The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Line getting set on second down. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Childs. He's got his man. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Now with a red zone opportunity.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll give it to Johnson. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They feed him again. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Mertens. Hauls it in. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's going to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Back to the air one more time. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's really tough to convert in 3rd and long situations like that. Not a lot of play calls, and you're going to be going up against the coverage with a lot of dudes on the back end expecting pass. So they're going to have to do a better job the next time out keeping these 3rd downs manageable.
The Gators decide to punt it away. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The short hands, it's Carter. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've come out with answers on this possession and now another 1st down. He's looking to throw it. He's going to fire deep. Brings it down on the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well,
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. To the air, it's Mertz. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Touchdown, Sparty. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. They want to throw it. Looking for the end zone and the tie. Instead, he finds a sack, and the defense rises up, and the offense can't tie the game.
21, Michigan State, 19.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. It's a draw. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Movement here from the tight end. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Second down coming up. To the air, it's Childs. Now adjusting. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get this first down, I'm going to take care of myself too. I'm going to slide. I practiced this all week. Little baseball slide action. We got a fresh set of hands.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Spartans are threatening on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming after it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Finds his big tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
3rd and goal coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for us.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now they regain the lead.
Michigan State, 32, Florida, 21.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner goes down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Running back searching for a hole. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Mertz. Got the back over the middle. Makes a catch and knocked down.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Gators line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Looking for space. It's Carter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Fires left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
They go to the ground. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Gain of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains.
And that's a 1st down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan State. up and over. Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Firing to the right, complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets a block. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Carter. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
At the 35, he's loose. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Foster. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
He's tackled at the 30-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Steps away to find some room. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Well, they tried the play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity, and they weren't able to do it there.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And they're
hit the afterburners, kid. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Second and very short here for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Mertz. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Firing toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. It's good.
That makes this Michigan State 32.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Got it in the middle. It's Foster.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. At the 45 on his way. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Spartans!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you're just running out of time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game. I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it. Because if we keep doing that, we're going to win the game. Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But you drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down. You get out of bounds. You work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Mertz. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. physical assault continues. He looks that one in nicely. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
To the air on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He got a hand on it, deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Dropping back, it's Mertens. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them.